y'all, it's Lex. Welcome back to my channel. Today's video is the first of a two-part series on my foyer makeover. This one has been a lot of fun and I can't wait to show it to you. But before we get into the video, I just want to thank you guys for 1,000 subscribers. We are just over 1,000 right now. I am so appreciative of you guys, and I'm planning to do a giveaway at 5,000 subscribers. So if you are not already subscribed, make sure you subscribe and hit the bell button so you get notified of all of my uploads. I am planning to upload every other Sunday now, so make sure you're subscribed and you hit the notification bell so you get notified when I post. And comment down below and let me know what types of things you guys are looking forward to seeing me DIY and make over in my home. If there's a particular space or a certain DIY you need for the holidays, comment down below and let me know. I always leave my handles down in the description box, but you can always DM me on Instagram at The Official DIY Diaries. And don't forget to check me out on Pinterest at DIY Diaries by Lex, where I'm always pinning things for my upcoming makeovers. And on that note, let's jump into the makeover. All right, so I wanted to start by showing you guys kind of what the foyer area looks like right now as we're using it. It is a pretty wide area. We use both of these doors pretty equally, so I want to make sure that the space is functional on both sides. I'm gonna do this space over here by the garage door separate from the space by the front door. So that will be in part 2. Make sure you stay tuned for that. But we're gonna be starting with the area by the front door. This door here is our bathroom, our half bathroom. We've already made over this space. I will put a link to that makeover up in the cards. It's pretty popular here on my channel. So let's go check out the part of the foyer we're gonna tackle today. So today we're gonna tackle my front door entryway. I just want to give you a look at what we're working with to start. So I've got a little key ring set that I got from Target years ago. I've had it since my first grown apartment, and it's still here. Planning on still using it, but maybe painting it a different color or relocating it. Our door is beautiful. Love our door. Problem is, that's the problem. So if you can't tell, I'm gonna zoom in, but the dog scuffs the door up and the wall all the time. So this paint color is gonna be a no for me. We keep a lot of the dog's stuff here. You see like his leashes on the hook. So I want to make this space functional both for me and my husband, but also for the dog's thing since we walk him through the front door most of the time. These are some old faux plants, grass plants that I picked up from Target years ago. This console table is from Amazon. This mirror was my grandmother's. I would love to put a circle mirror in here, but this one's nostalgic. It gives me all the feels, so I'm gonna be hanging this mirror instead. I may spray paint it. We'll see. And there's not a whole lot that I'm gonna add to this space. Oh, this rug is from Wayfair. I love this rug. It's also in the kitchen, or this runner, I'm sorry. And this light gotta go. Like, she's not cute at all. So the light will probably be one of the main fixtures in here that we change. I'm gonna do an accent wall here. I'm thinking of doing Tambour. That's the plan for now. I think it'll be really cute, kind of zen. And we're definitely gonna paint the door and paint the walls in here, hang some curtains here, you know, just like elevate it a little bit. So I'm gonna go ahead and clean this space out and then we will get started. space is all cleaned out, I'm gonna go pick up some paint and some other supplies from Lowe's and Home Depot. Let's go. We are back home with supplies. We picked up paint for the door, which you see here, and we also picked up paint for the walls and ceiling, which is this color. It's kind of hard to see, but it is like a greenish gray color. We're going to start by taping out all of the space, and then we'll paint around the door frame and then tackle the door. I painted the corners, the door frame, window frame, all the way up to this wall, which I will be doing as a part of this front door makeover. This wall over here will be a part of the garage door makeover, but this is the paint color. It's called Dune Grass. It is a yellowy green color. And I did not paint this wall because this is our wood slat, our Tambour accent wall, so I don't really need to paint behind there. This color is fine to show behind there, but I did paint the ceiling because we are going to be painting the ceiling in here as well, the same color as the wall, but in flat. So yeah, let's start painting. The walls in the space are all painted now. I still need to go in and paint the ceiling, but everything's looking really great. This color was kind of hard to paint because it's so similar to the color that's already on the wall. But now that it's painted, we can go in and start the process of painting the door. This is my second time painting a door in my home, and I have learned a few things. So a few tips for you. First things first, start by painting any low-lying areas or trim. That'll help you cover up the brush strokes when you go in with a roller later on. Next, and most importantly, don't overload your brush with paint or your roller. The drips from your paintbrush or your roller can dry into your final product, and that's just not 100% super pro. So, tip number 3, if you do get drips in the paint, wait till it's 100% dry, sand it down lightly, and touch it up with a small amount of paint. This is the door after the first coat. I'm not gonna lie, I was a little worried. I wasn't too sure about this color, but I just decided to fully commit and continue going, and I'm so glad that I did. This is the door after coat 2. I'm going to give it a third coat and then start painting the ceiling. So this is the space. Some of the touch-up paint is drying, but ceiling is painted. This wall is still bare. Door is painted, it looks great. I'm gonna pull off the tape and then let this dry and we can start working on this accent wall piece. So before tackling the accent wall, I decided to install the light. Ordinarily, I wouldn't install a hanging light mid-project, but I knew we needed to paint after removing the old fixture, so why not? We just installed this light per the manufacturer's instructions, and let there be new light. So the last thing I'm doing today is just trying to pick out a stain for the accent wall. So I wanted to show you guys what I'm working with. I have mostly Varathane stains, but I have 1 Rust-Oleum and 2 Minwax stains. These are just leftovers from in the garage. And we've got pretty much every color of the wood rainbow. I can tell you for sure I don't want anything that warm. I think it's gonna clash with the green. I think these are too cool almost. I don't hate this one. This one might be okay. This one I'm concerned about, but I don't hate it. That's a definite no for me, dog. As is this. Definitely no. And then we've got the we've got golden oak and then golden pecan in 2 different brands. Now the golden oak color is a little too yellow and I don't want everything to read yellowy green. So I'm gonna stay away from this color. For the same reason I'm staying away from this one. It's just too green. This one I kind of like, just because it like gives you a softer, cleaner wood tone. This one is giving me energy like this, but better. So I like the golden pecan colors. This one by Varathane being my favorite. So for me, it's between the Varathane golden pecan, the Rust-Oleum golden pecan, and this Minwax special walnut. I'm really thinking it's gonna be this, just because this looks more like the tone of our bamboo shoe rack that's in the same area, and I want to bring some lighter tones, brighter tones. There's a lot of color and a lot of dark color, high saturated color. So I think I'm leaning towards the golden pecan, but we'll see. So I am starting to accept that this wall is going to take me a little bit longer than I planned. So I'm going to go ahead and start working on the other small details really quickly. And then we'll come back to the wall, finish everything off, and we'll reveal the final makeover. We stained about 25 1x2s for this project. The walls in our foyer are 9 foot high by 7 foot wide, and our 1x2s are only 8 foot tall, so we are going to make a pattern at the top with some pieces horizontally. Once the horizontal pieces at the top of the wall are set, we're going to line the first piece vertically at the corner of the wall and make sure it is level, securing it only in the middle first. We also want to make sure that it's flush with the horizontal piece at the top before we secure it to the wall. This first piece is the most important. If you get this piece right, everything else kind of falls into place much easier later on. We're just using a scrap piece of 1x2 as a spacer with the 1 inch side as the space marker. We've marked this 1x2 piece so that we use it the same way every time. We were about 10 1x2s short of completing the wall, so we're going to finish with what we have and then run by the store and pick up a few more pieces so we can finish the wall tomorrow. Once pieces were set in the center only, we went back in to secure the top and bottom of our stained 1x2s. This process is super quick at this point. There's no level needed, just the spacer and your brad nails. Oh, and we're using 1.5 inch brad nails for this project. The reason we chose this horizontal, vertical, horizontal pattern is because our 1x2s are only 8 foot tall, and rather than trying to cut and realign pieces over and over again, we figured it would be much easier to just use the pieces horizontally to form a pattern. We're going to use 2 horizontal 1x2s at the top and 3 at the bottom. It's the next day and I am ready to finish this accent wall. I'm using the same technique we installed the other pieces with, securing the pieces in the center only, getting it completely level, and then going in to secure the top and bottom of the 1x2s using the same 1x2 piece spacer. Once I'm done finishing the vertical pieces, I'm going to move on to the horizontal design at the bottom of the wall. Here we did not space these pieces out, it just didn't look as great, and we could fit a total of 3 1x2s in flush completely with the baseboard. And with that, this accent wall is finished. With the accent wall complete, this space is ready for final touches. I'm replacing the original furniture and fixtures and adding a few new pieces to bring the space together. And with that, this half of the makeover is complete. Let me remind you what this space looked like before. Just a narrow entryway with a window and a few walls. And here is the space after. I hope y'all enjoyed part 1 of this makeover. I really love how this turned out. It is such a showstopper. Make sure you are subscribed if you haven't already and hit that notification bell so you're notified when part 2 goes up. Thank you guys again for 1,000 subscribers, and I will see you in my next video.